All right, guys, welcome to part one of the final head of household competition of the season. You guys have fought very hard to get to this point in the game, but the game's not over, and you're gonna have to fight even harder to make it to the final two, and that starts tonight with part one of the final HOH competition, which is called Cups on a Wall. So here is how this will work. First of all, you will need access to a wall. We'll give you guys time to figure out where that'll be, but for now, but you guys can think about that. Let me explain how this will work. So how this will work, you're gonna start one cup against the wall, mouth side down against the wall. You're gonna hold that for 10 minutes. They're both gone. After those 10 minutes, you're then going to take a second cup, place it butt to butt with the other cup, and then hold both of those cups up. That'll be for 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, you're going to take another cup, go mouth to mouth, and hold those 3 cups up. And we're going to keep going like that until we get to 6 cups. If everyone's still in, or excuse me, if multiple people are still in by the time we get to 6 cups, then it's just going to be pure endurance. From there, hold it out as long as you can, and the player that lasts the longest will, that's a cat, will win part one of the final HOH.
What do I get for this?
What do you get for the cat?
Yeah, what do I win?
Uh,
He's claiming the cat.
I see. I don't know if that. Honestly, it might be a hindrance to you. Like, we don't want you to like have a cat running into you, and yeah.
Trying to jump onto the cups.
Oh no, there it goes. So yes, once again, you are going to need your 6 cups, and a place near a wall, and we will ask if possible for you to bring your
Straight
camera
recording.
bring your camera to a place where we can like see how many cups you have up against the wall and how you're holding them and all that good stuff.
Does this work for me? Or do we have to fully extend, or does it
No,
matter?
you don't have to fully extend. That's fine.
So,
Yeah, just
like,
like
would this work? I
just,
mean, hold on. Let me see what 6 looks like. So that way.
like that's fine. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, that should work. Like I said, you guys will, or you have the possibility of going up to 6 cups. Um, we've seen in the past this competition, um, like people will lose this competition because they have to readjust their cameras during the transition, and we don't want that to be a problem for either of you guys. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Danny, is there any way you can like adjust your camera so it's that way instead of this way?
Yes.
That
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 actually
might
might
help.
help.
That might help. Yeah. Yeah. Look at all that.
Okay. Yeah, that shows a lot. Okay. I'm not as worried. I'm not gonna keep practicing. Also,
Yeah.
thank y'all for being sensible and stopping at 6 because somebody did 10, and I was like, this is not possible. Like, this is literally not possible. 10.
I mean, I mean,
They did it though, but they lasted like maybe like 2 milliseconds, and then the game was
like
over.
like they were adding cups to get to 10.
Hmm.
I don't like, at least for me, like the transitions are like impossible.
They're the hardest one, so I'm like going. Like, I think 4 was the highest I got last time, and I'm like, I don't see how you people got to 10, but go off. Like, I'm not steady enough for that.
Not
Um,
if you one more time. The how so when we go from this cup, do we do this?
yeah, so you're gonna start with a cup mouth side to the wall, and then you're basically when you're adding a new cup, you're just matching whatever side.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
the next one would be okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then just keep going like that.
Okay.
Let me think. Couple other rules. You don't have to keep your arm extended like that, or anything like that. You can use your palm, your finger, any part of your hand to do that. The only rule is that you can't have any part of your hand touching the like outside area. So if you're using your palm, you just can't. Yeah, you can't be like gripping, and we don't want like any touching or anything like that because then it gets into like a weird gray area.
I know when it's the let me see that. I know when it's the mouth. As someone with small hands, it may sometimes look like you are grasping it, but we can definitely tell. Do not worry, because
Yeah.
I have feared that in conflict in orgs that people think that, but
Yeah. And we will say this now. We do advise you keep your cups in a place where you can very easily grab them for the transition, because again, you will only have 10 seconds between each set, I guess, to add your next cup. And we will be strict about the transitions. If you are not there for the transition, then we will have to call you out and eliminate you.
Can we use both hands?
Sorry?
Can we use both hands, or do we have to stick to one?
You have to use the same hand during the whole thing. You can use both hands to do whatever you want during basically the transition period. You can do whatever you want, but by the time the transition period ends, you have to, with the same hand, be
Okay.
good to go. Okay. Yeah. Danny, can you just put your cup up on the wall? I just want to make sure you have enough room. Like enough camera room. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Let me get my phone. Keep track of time. Okay. And as another thing for both of you guys, Jay has already done this comp ahead of time. So we will let you know if you have passed Jay's time. So if one of you drops, the other one should not assume that they have won, unless, like we've already said, or anything like that. And also, if we say that Jay has dropped, do not assume you have won, because obviously, yeah. Basically, if we say someone's dropped, don't assume you have won until we say that you have won. We'll keep it at that. Does anyone have any other questions before we get started?
If I start with my right hand, I can use my left hand to transition stuff, but I have to keep with my right hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
So by the end of the transition, you have to continue to have your right hand pushed up.
Okay.
And we're not sticklers about like how high up they have to be or anything like that. You do have to be standing, but yeah.
Cool.
Anything else, guys? All right. Then with that, you guys can get your first cup and get ready to get started. Okay, both you in position, and this challenge is on. So you guys will have 10 minutes for this first position.
And we've beaten Jay.
I did not say that.
I know.
All right. And I just realized Danny is muted, so he has something to say, we can't. He just said something right now, and I have no idea what he just said. LOL. Actually, we can unmute him, right?
If you ask to unmute, it will show up with a notification saying.
Saying, will you please unmute?
So no.
So that's not gonna work. Okay.
Also, I love trying to delete files
Oh yeah.
and then it telling me, no, you need permission from Heather Rich's personal meeting room to delete this file. And I'm like,
But I am Heather Rich's personal room.
I'm just trying to delete from my computer what I've uploaded to the YouTube.
Yeah, we are while this is going on, we are trying to update the YouTube, and I should get on updating the Facebook at some time too, because that's a little behind.
Facebook's something.
As far as the Facebook is concerned, I think Chris hasn't been evicted yet. So it's a little behind. Okay. Again, you guys are doing 10 minutes in this position. I will. So how this will work is when you guys have 10 seconds left in this position, I will give you a first 10-second countdown. And then once that is over, I'll give you a second 10-second countdown, and that will be your time to transition into the next position. So don't get those messed up or anything like that. Still going strong, not too long into this competition.
I will say, in our first 2 seasons, we did this as just a hand on a wall, which can last a long time.
The first
And I heard from our first season winner Keaton that you feel it in your fingers.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't think I've done that comp before. I think I've done something like this before, but
Yeah.
yeah, with just the hand on the wall. Our first season, I think it went like an hour, something like that, and then season 2 went over 3 hours.
Well,
It was a long time. And then for this comp, we did it last season, but I'll let you know how long that went. Once
I
we're
realized I could unmute myself, but
hey, welcome to the party.
like I was like, I literally can just be like a bloop, but I was like,
He asking to unmute worked.
I keep seeing these Olympic things as if I'm watching the Olympics.
Did you know?
Same.
Hey, did you know that the pommel horse guy is like popular?
This Ken's job is horse. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that guy rules.
Why'd they just make a picture of Simone Biles like jumping through rings that don't exist?
I mean, that looks like that's a solid photo, honestly. Like, look at her go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give you guys no time updates during each period, as this is the final part of the HOH. I gotta make it um, just a bit harder than the other endurance competitions that you guys have done throughout the season. Don't look at me like that. You know what part of the game this is.
Oh, I know. I was already like, when you said cups, I was like, oh, we're gonna have to do something. I was thinking more flip cup, but then I was like, they didn't say like a surface and like a wall. Everybody got a. Well, I would hope everybody has like some type of wall.
Well, you know what? Once we do our circus themed season, we're gonna
They
scale
have to
that.
juggle.
Ooh, juggling for an HOH comp. That'd be fun. Juggling cups,
Please
even
no.
harder.
Although circus season would be up my alley, so I get it.
Write that down. Write that down. Or it's just freak show. AHS, just that whole thing. It's just that one season. That's the intro of that.
I mean, honestly, that gives. I like that theme.
We've
I didn't
talked-
like the actual show, but I like the
Right.
theme.
We've talked about a few themes like over the course of the seasons. I mean, can't remember what the other ones for this season were.
I think at one point we were toying around with the idea of a Harry Potter themed season, which honestly it's a good thing we didn't do that, because Big Brother Hogwarts came out
Like that was just recently happening. Yeah,
during the season, and like one of us
that
would
would
have
have been
gotten
awkward.
completely over one of us one of our games would have gotten like completely overshadowed by the other, and like yeah,
Theirs would have been overshadowed. Come on.
theirs would have been overshadowed. I don't know. There's a lot. From what I heard, there was a lot of drama that went around
Yeah, apparently.
that game, but that's
I don't know. I only
Not my
know
place.
that Grace did it and then was robbed.
apparently, yeah.
That's all I heard.
I don't know who won that game. Do we?
I don't know who was in it.
I just remember.
I remember seeing the post, but I have no idea who it was. But I know they were a Ravenclaw. That's the
Dang
only
it.
thing I remember.
Ravenclaw.
I remember Grace and Megan Farrell were two
Oh.
players.
I didn't know Megan Farrell
I
was.
feel like Megan was a pre-juror, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think Grace was first boot, and then Megan was
She
third
was.
boot. Yeah.
As much as I didn't watch that, I do kind of remember some of this stuff. I don't know why.
Caleb, are your fingers touching?
No,
Okay.
Just
wanted to
I
make sure.
promise.
Just make sure you do. Yeah.
They are
Like, it
curled
was, like,
though.
close, and I that's fine, but like I just because I kind of saw, but I wasn't sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can have your fingers curved. That's fine. Just yeah.
They were just getting a little close.
You just want to make sure nobody's gripping.
Yeah, I'm good.
I forgot what other themes we were kind of like playing around with, but I think Jacob was the one that was like, he was really like, let's do YouTuber.
Yeah.
I think. I don't
And
think
for
he
this position, you guys
suggested-
have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your transition period has started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you guys have both made the transition. Now with 2 cups, of course, the intensity and difficulty is gonna get a little bit harder. How are we doing on the videos? Who's
I have stopped it after week 11 eviction just because I haven't watched the other videos to make sure
Mhm.
that they are correct. But we have the week 12 HOH up, so.
Oh, that means it's my turn then.
Oh, yeah, and then
Mhm.
do your shit.
Well, because I have the Because I have the hide and go veto comp, which means it's a long video.
I still think that you guys did hide and go veto in the fastest time.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Good
Oh,
job, guys. Yeah, that's always a fun competition. Danny, just make sure your hand's flat. You're not gripping. Yep.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah. Just making sure.
I have really big hands, so this is hard.
No, I get it. We're in the same boat.
Nah, it's also just the angle of like. Where
Yeah, if I could turn it.
Though. You know,
At this point, Jay has dropped from the competition, meaning it is down to either one of you guys.
MJ.
so that means Jay will be participating in part 2.
Okay, now I'll upload it. How long do you think the hide and go video is going to take to upload? Years?
Probably not that bad.
Probably years.
Yeah, you would think that during a YouTube theme season we would have,
Kept up the YouTube.
Kept up with the YouTube.
Listen.
No shade.
We always try to upload them by the end of the round.
That did not happen.
This season decided to be at a weird
Yeah,
point of all of our lives. So
yeah.
that was like the last thing on our minds half the time.
As you guys know, this season had giant conflicts for all of us. Whether that be work, shows, Vegas trips. Oh wow, it's only 6 minutes. Impressive. Okay. You guys are still looking strong. Saw a little wobble from Danny's cups, but they're still up. Bless. Danny trying to adjust his cups. Not sure if it worked, but he is still up. All right. And it's at this point I'm realizing for that final 5 round that we are uploading, we gave you guys an endurance comp for HOH and then a veto comp that took an hour and a half. So, sorry about that, but oh well.
We're mean towards the end of the game.
We are. Caleb, just make sure that left hand doesn't touch those cups.
Oh, I was scratching my hand. So.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what you were trying to do there.
Okay. Last Big Brother competition we did, started, we did this, but we held eggs in our mouth for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And a guy glued the egg to the spoon.
Oh.
You had to hold it, you know what I mean?
Y'all don't,
Spoon.
man, don't be doing.
I
No,
didn't
not at
hear
all.
about
Nasty.
that. Wait.
Yeah, 1984. Don't drive
I-
on.
I think I know what you're talking about, and it was like,
Or it was different.
it was a ping pong ball and like a
Mm.
popsicle stick or something.
Mhm. I have bad memory.
Oh no, or the bottom of a cup. I don't, it was like gluing a ping pong ball or taping a ping pong ball to something, and then there was like in the video there was like a really long pause between it like bouncing off of the ball, like the ping pong ball and the cup like fell connected, and people were like, "Bro, we know you ain't slick." All right, let's upload the next video. Oh, I forgot to put this in a playlist. Oh well. Slow today.
Since you have a Mac. I'm a Mac hater.
I mean, sure, okay. Then by that logic, I have a Mac, so I'm a PC hater.
Yeah, but one of them runs better, so.
One of them's older, and it's mine, so okay. These are gonna wait until later, you know? You know what? We have movement,
A little bit.
a little bit, but both you guys are still up. With a transition coming up sometime.
You never know.
You just never know.
Also, I love how you told them that there would be no time updates, but you get an update every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do any of that like you got 5 minutes left. You got 3 minutes left. Nope. If anything, you just get 10 seconds. Both guys just silent in the focus.
Watching cars go by.
What was that?
I'm watching cars go by.
Ah, how fun.
Punch button. Speaking of cars, I need a new car.
And you
so-
guys have
Oh.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys' transition period has started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Okay.
All right, both of you have made the transition. Yeah, so because you mentioned cars, I need a new car. So if anybody
Has
knows
a car.
any car people,
Caleb watched the fingers. Yep.
I need to talk to someone about possibly getting a new car. There's so many things breaking.
I mean, it drives.
Yes, but it's like it's not like important things that are breaking. It's quite literally like when you pull down the mirror to like
Danny has dropped, which means Caleb, congratulations, you have won part 1 of this final HOH competition.
Thank you.
Congrats, Caleb.
Thank
Annie
you very
will be
much.
participating in part 2 of the final HOH competition with Jay, which will be due later tomorrow. And yeah, schedule a time with us to get it done. Good night, house guests.